Whoa.
Bro,
Are you all right?
you don't know how to skate? What the
Stop, dude.
Dude, you got to use the stoppers or the front.
Still hot though. Still hot as hell.
You can't. You fell hot. He fell hot. All right. There you go.
God.
Get in your seat.
Go ahead.
All right, you're gonna have to position yourself. There you
Go ahead. And squat.
Yeah. There we go. You.
That's nice. That's real nice. From back here, that's real nice.
Guy. Guy, we're not shooting Boogie Nights right now.
Oh, did it?
Wow. We got a now?
Welcome back to SOS VHS. I'm super tired from that stunt. Today we have Boogie Nights, directed by P.T. Anderson, starring Mark Wahlberg, Heather Graham, Burt Reynolds, Don Cheadle, Phillip Seymour Hoffman, John C. Reilly,
Luis Guzman,
the redhead from Jurassic Park 2.
Julianne Moore
Yeah, Julianne Moore.
Was she in Jurassic Park?
Yeah, I thought she was in the second.
in the Lost World.
Yeah, thank you, John. Yeah.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Oh, man.
He's on.
That's a lot.
That's why I'm glad you two do your homework, because I'll be over here like, that.
It's the only movie where I relate to every character.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and also, hey, we have our guest Kassem here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, Kassem, so happy to have you, man.
Awesome.
I asked Kassem, what his favorite movies are, and I immediately chose. He gave me 5 choices, and Boogie Nights was on the list, and I immediately was like, "We're doing Boogie Nights because, man, this movie is spectacular."
I've never seen it before, so.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I did.
can't
Remember
wait
I
to
told you the other day? I was like, yeah, so I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm watching this.
When did you
This
watch
shit's
it?
so dark and creepy.
Today?
Today, yeah.
Wow.
My first time watching, and I
You just got done with Boogie Nights?
yeah, first time seeing it. I didn't know John Cheadle was in this, because I don't. When y'all tell me the movie, I don't do the research on it. I just go straight into watching it because I don't want to know who's in it yet. I want to be surprised. So when I saw Don Cheadle, Luis Guzman, Burt Reynolds, I was like, fuck. I was like, this ain't Cannonball Run right here. There's a cannonball, all right. But
Yeah.
like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Big
There's
pop.
a lot of banging.
Oh yeah.
He's so handsome in it.
He's so handsome. I mean, when he didn't even really want to do the movie, and he got into it with the director a lot, it makes for his on-screen performance. But like, he's still so good, even though he got pissed and fired his agent after he saw the rough cut of the movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. There was, and Paul Thomas Anderson, I think he was just trying to get Burt Reynolds, come on, sign into this movie, onto this movie. And eventually, Burt said, I don't want to do what I want to do. He's like, bring that energy in and you're going to get an Oscar. Here's what Paul Thomas said. At 26, he told him that.
Yeah.
Because Jack Horner is that type of he wants to do something that he can't really do in a porn. He wants to be a filmmaker, but he makes porn, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a real movie, Jack. It's a real movie.
It's a
Real movie. It's one of the many quotes of this movie that goes down in history.
It's also just Goodfellas, too. I don't know the release dates and how they match up, but
Goodfellas 1990 and Boogie Nights 1997.
Okay, copy on that.
It was a big inspiration for Paul Thomas Anderson.
It's so clear. With
and he
the
hits
fast
you.
camera.
Yeah, right in the beginning of the movie, you've got this one of the best one take sort of scenes to open a movie. I mean, you just saw it.
Yeah.
What did you think of that opening and the setup?
It was picture perfect. I mean, you kind of got a feeling for every single character right away, the main characters, and I said, okay, I'm feeling where it's going. But then it was a little creepy. I was like, oh man, it just the way the energy, and then the whole scene when they was in the fucking when they went to it, and he's like, you want a hand job? I'm like, what the fuck? He's cooking,
Yeah.
And then he was like, I jack off, blah blah blah. And that's ironic too. You work in the kitchen and he's talking about jacking off. It's
Do you want to seeing it as $5? But then if he jerks it, it's 10?
10, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 10,
Which is like fair price.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's actually a steal. I would be like, here's the 100.
what is that with inflation? With inflation today, what's that?
Oh, that's got to be
That
maybe
10's like
Like a 50 and a 75 or something.
Can't even get you a combo out here in California. It's fucked.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
right.
what's the combo?
Combo, McDonald's
you
or
wanted him to like
Like a
combine
sex combo.
Wow, man! Imagine a McDonald's menu for like sex, right? Where it's like very easy.
I look at those every night.
I know, but like on a mass scale, like McDonald's. McDonald's is like you know what you're getting each time, right? It's
They have that for like mainstream
what's the
escorts.
McChicken of sex?
McChicken?
What's the Big Mac of a
Big
sex
Mac is
menu?
just full service sex.
Okay,
Yeah.
like the number one is the fries and the
Yeah,
drink.
that's yeah.
do you think the Big
But
Mac?
there are menus.
Is that like
Okay.
Backpage stuff? What are they?
It's a little more high end than Backpage.
Yeah, because when I was a young man, Backpage was the place
Yeah, they
Backpage.
shut that down.
Wait, what? How does
unfortunately.
it?
because it was like
Explain it to
human
me.
trafficking.
Because they had like a
Wait,
It's like
section in the
Craigslist,
back.
but for
At the very end of the back
You
page.
little angel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Please explain this.
Oh, buddy.
I want to know about Backpage.
So back
You don't
page
know
had a
about
section.
I don't know about it.
It's
Talk, go on,
the
please.
back page means what the fuck it means. On the back page, there's fucking. There's
It used to be in a little paper pamphlet you could find. You ever drive past those like trucks that are parked in the valley and they go backpage.com and they're just parked there?
No.
It's essentially advertising like at the back of a penny saver, but it's all for like adult stuff.
But to be honest with you, I ain't learned about back page till I got here. So comics would always talk about that paper, and I was like, oh, because when you in the beginning, it doesn't have any of that. And then once you get to the end, it's like, oh, this is what the fuck they talking about. Like, how is this legal? It's, it's like open prostitution, huh?
Because you could like do filters and stuff.
The website?
Yeah, there was Backpage.com.
It was Craigslist.
Well, then there was Backpage.com, and then there was Eros, City Vibe, City Source, and now there's Humaniplex.
Wait. You said Craigslist?
It's like Craigslist.
I thought that was a fucking joke that comics used to just do.
No,
There's Craigslist fucking out there?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I didn't know
Have
that.
you listened to any of his stories?
Yeah, they're all true. I'm not
You
lying.
actually use Craigslist?
I have before, but I've used more sophisticated websites than Craigslist.
Okay, but not Craigslist.
I've used Craigslist too.
Oh, fucking God.
That's how I got involved in that. That almost when I met the hot wife at the W Hotel.
Oh, yeah, that you was telling
that
us
was
about.
Craigslist.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's what you get, using Craigslist.
Yeah.
You were involved in a cuckold situation?
Yeah. I
Where you
got
were
out
brought
of it.
in?
I didn't want to deal with it.
Was there a man sitting in a chair?
Yep.
So this was William
The
H.
one that got me in the lobby.
Normally, it's a guy like Doc that's getting recruited for that job.
Yeah.
That's the story we was
Oh, I
actually was
see.
talking
It's
about.
usually
too.
a BBC.
Yeah.
But to have a Whitman. show
Yeah,
up
this
there.
one was just like whoever wants to. It's probably not as prestigious. I think black is like the highest level of cuckolding, and anything under that
Hilarious.
is like getting warmed up to it. It's like the NBA.
They were,
There's,
yeah.
not as many white guys in the NBA.
No,
This is like the Euros.
you left right away. They probably weren't. They were probably uggos, huh?
You know what? The wife was pretty good looking, but I was just like, I can't do it.
Was the husband a little William H. Macy kind of dude?
Oh, I forgot to say him in the intro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fucking weird. Like, I can't fuck with other guys in the room. How do you?
I couldn't do it either.
I can't
that's
even
a
piss
weird-
in a urinal right next to a dude.
Yeah, it's
if
kind of
there's no divider.
Yeah, that's weird. That's
Yeah.
creepy. The fucking, especially when the guy comes stand next to you, like, man, fuck,
Yeah.
get your goofy ass over
Yeah,
there.
don't stand next to me. Yeah.
Sometimes though, I'll go stand next to the dude because I like to pee in the little person's urinal. Because sometimes you go, your
That's a
balls be
kid's
right. You're
urinal,
like,
not
yeah,
little
well, that's where I belong. Sometimes
I know,
bro.
but I'm just saying.
Sometimes
they
the
don't
other
make
one's
them
too
just for
hot,
little
huh?
people. The world is not designed to help little people.
It's not.
Like they're not at the level of wheelchair handicap, where like you need to build ramps. Like there's no laws for.
You're in an in between where you'd get no love.
Exactly.
No
You're not even at
attention.
trans level, dude. Like, you don't even get the bathroom names changed.
No.
Yeah, there's no separate doorknob.
There's
That's like
no
a foot
lower
short.
Keebler-El entrance.
Yo, we need to make this little person accessible. Add separate doorknobs to the door.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
should do that. Fucking motherfuckers. Hey man, get on it. Fuck
Who you talking
it.
to right now? Come on. Hey, man.
I'm talking to Access. I'm talking to the Disability Association. Get on it.
Yeah, that's right.
We want little urinals, little shit pots,
doors.
the fucking little kids show. No,
See, they're just gonna think you want access to things for little kids, like you have some sort of dungeon or something.
no, that's you. man.
Like
insane.
Like he's the colonel.
I'm over here thinking about the adults here.
Dude, the Colonel's so funny when he shows up. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, when he asks to see it. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you. May I see it?
Yeah, man.
I was just like, what the fuck? Like, but that's how it reminds me when I was at the AVN Awards, and
Should remind.
Oh, this is a good story.
yeah, because it's just a creep fest. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can
Doc, you were
protest
there.
outside my fucking. I don't give a fuck. Y'all, that shit is creepy. What it is there's another comedian. I ain't gonna say his name, but he also did like a parody with, and he does this impression of Bill Cosby. So he didn't fuck in it, but he was like doing this impression of him and the other people fucking. So they got a fucking award for that. And he was like, we got an award. I go, are you fucking kidding me? And then he's like, yeah, come to the fucking award. So I'm in there and I'm just like, there's so much grab dick in this. I like everybody just walking up and grabbing dicks. I'm like, whoa. I'm not. It was just creepy.
That's aggressive.
People just grab someone's dick.
That's how they was doing. The women, they were just coming in, hey, like grabbing other porn stars. How you doing? That was like their handshake almost. It was like, hey. And I was like, what the fuck is the weirdest shit to me? Flashing titties. It was like, I was like, this is. It was at level 3 in Hollywood Boulevard, up at the top.
Oh, okay.
They had the AVNs up there.
Can I ask you this award-winning piece of content that your buddy made? Was it Bill Cosby? What was the? Was it Bill Cosby drugging and women and then winning an award?
I never even watched it.
Or
I
was
don't
this
even know.
before that?
This was before that.
Okay.
Of course. This was post. I wouldn't have went to that shit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have went to that shit then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking right
but-
after. Like,
yeah.
I'm going. Fucking creepy as fuck. Then if they would have did some shit like that.
Yeah, because before that he was America's dad. He was very buttoned up.
Oh, that's coincidental. So he's playing Bill Cosby, looking at people fucking.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby used to go to the Playboy Mansion, and I think that's kind of where they
He lived right next.
did the porn based around that. I'm not sure.
Doc, if you can find this, can you send it to me? I would love to.
I'll
I would
Google
love
it
to see
right
a Bill-
now.
I want to see this Bill Cosby. I just have to for research.
That's so funny.
I want to know how this goes
I'm gonna
down.
do it right now.
Yeah,
you.
sorry for
y'all
dropping
go ahead
the
and
R
talk.
word
It's gonna be
there.
quick.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay, what's that, Doc?
That's this chick I was looking at her page.
He was on autoplay.
Wow, Doc, such a hypocrite.
No, it's not porn. It's just
It's
her
not Backpage.
Instagram.
It's
Yeah,
her Instagram
it's
page.
just a little Instagram. That's how I roll.
But sometimes
I'm single,
Instagram,
fellas. I am
It's
single.
like Backpage.
It can be a good alternate source of
Yeah.
jerk-off imagination material.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're like on
thirst trap?
vacation with your sisters and grandma and stuff, I can jerk off with the grandma in the picture. I'm fine with that.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's all. That's Cliff Huxtable, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, that was
So funny.
Okay.
fucking hilarious.
Well, we'll see if we can maybe.
No, that's actually.
Okay. Well, we won't. I mean, to protect your comedian friend, we won't.
Yeah.
We won't
But
show it. But
They'll be able to find it. There ain't no way they won't be able to find it.
yeah.
Yeah, they gonna go.
But people are like, oh, all right. Let's see.
Yeah, people at home right now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Probably ordering all 3 of them up. How many was it?
There was, I remember reading that there was a deleted scene with Becky Barnett, the black character, because you kind of just see her get married, and they talk about moving to Bakersfield because he runs a bunch of Pep Boys, and you're like, oh, good for them.
Yeah.
A deleted scene was, it turns out that her husband abuses her, and she gets into a abusive relationship, and Mark Wahlberg drives the vet over in a longer scene where he's like trying to help her, and I think he confronts the husband. That's why the vet ends up damaged, but it ends up cut from the movie.
Wow.
And it's the one sort of character that we don't really see get there. Sort of, I want to say just desserts, but everyone sort of has that low point.
Right.
And but it turns out she, that character did, and I think Paul Thomas Anderson talked about. Like, I didn't feel like every character needed to have that point, because there are a lot of actresses that sort of come out of the biz and have an okay life, and there's plenty of other like low points in the movie that are pretty dark. But
because it happens like in six, like it's all in one, like one after the other. So when I was watching it last night, my wife came in right when they were doing the drug scene. Right, I'm like, oh man, this movie.
The Alfred Molina.
When they were heavily into drugs, where Julianne Moore, Heather Graham are doing drugs together.
Yeah,
right
at the New Year's party.
John C. Reilly and Mark Wahlberg, they're doing drugs with the guy with the mustache.
Thomas Jane,
right?
Todd,
yeah, great character. But so she came in at that point, and she's like, oh yeah, this is kind of like Goodfellas, whatever. All of a sudden, Mark Wahlberg gets picked up in that truck, and she's like, yeah, what? This movie is like really dark. I'm like, it just switched tonally. Like before this, it was all success and parties and pool party. Like it's so much fun, right? You get to enjoy and indulge, and then it goes extremely dark, real fast. It plummets like a roller coaster. Yeah. Boom! It goes right down, and you're like, "Ooh, fuck, man." I'm in deep with them, with these characters that we've loved so far. And now fucking Mark Wahlberg is jerking off it was going to be for 20, and now he's like, oh, I only got a 10.
Yeah.
Like, oh my.
Oh, that, by the way, that guy in the truck with him, loved it.
Oh, I could, yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Even though I think he did the gay bashing so he could just avoid the 20 or whatever he owed him.
Yeah.
But the way he was breathing, that actor, like, I don't know if I've seen him in other stuff. I feel like I have, but in my head, he's the guy who's like breathing deeply at Mark Wahlberg stroking his sort of limp dick.
Mm-hmm. So dark.
Yeah, it's really dark.
Man, it was creepy as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's so many scenes that I loved. I just rewatched it last night for I don't know however many times. Every scene, I'm like, God, this is such a good scene. God, this is such a good scene. When I got to that scene and I got to the sort of custody battle scene.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, these are tough to watch. Like the roller girl in the back of the limo. It's like tough to watch these scenes, but they're still great. The rest of the movie, just put it on repeat. Like the drug deal scene with Alfred Molina and Cosmo. He's Chinese, like that. Like I love that.
So good, so memorable, so iconic. Mm-hmm. Even the Don Cheadle scene where he's just trying to get a loan. You feel so bad for him because he doesn't want to be judged. He doesn't want to be labeled like I'm just a normal guy. I'm an actor. Yeah. He says, but he's been labeled by this financial institution.
That's what I wanted to know. Was he supposed to be a porn star too?
Yeah.
So him and Nicole Parker's character is porn stars. Okay, I figured Nicole, but I was like, what is Don Cheadle in that?
I was kind of confused. Up his career. That's why at the beginning he's selling stereos. And
that's why I was confused. I'm like, what is he like?
Guys, like, I thought you would bring like good pussy in here, and it's like supposed to be like, oh, he used to probably do way more.
Okay.
Do you think he's like one of the only good people in the movie? Is he a good person? Because
not to me.
He feels sad. Like
he feels sad, but
wanting acceptance. But they all are. He reminds me of Luis Guzman and Phillip Seymour Hoffman in that way. But he has that. I really think it's sweet how he meets the girl who tells him that she likes his fashion at the New Year's party, and that's who he ends up having a kid with. Like, I think it's like a cool.
Yeah, when he's got the Earth, Wind, and Fire.
On.
There, in my head, he's like pretty nice with everyone. Has a good ending. He gets his like stereo store. He doesn't get shot. He's got like his own small business by the end of it, but like he's kind of throughout the movie struggling, but avoiding all the other stuff. Like Luis Guzman, he's kind of a scumbag, but doesn't really do a whole lot. Phillip Seymour Hoffman like kind of sexually assaults Mark Wahlberg a little bit. He goes in for a kiss.
Can I kiss you?
Yeah. Can I please kiss you?
I was like, fuck
I'm a fucking idiot. I'm an idiot.
One of my favorite parts. I'm in the car.
The best.
Yeah. Because we've all. I mean, at least I've been there. I'm just like, God, I'm an idiot, man. Yeah. I'm an idiot. I'm awkward.
Yeah, that's me every like 3 a.m. every night. Thinking about my life. It's. Oh God, that scene when he's showing off his little Pontiac, and the paint looks like it was just done. And he's like, it's a little sticky still.
Yeah. He's trying to impress him.
Yeah,
he's wearing the same clothes. Remember, the pants don't fit. When he's in the clothing store, he's like, And he just does that like, dang it, man, I'm not Dirk Diggler.
And Mark Wahlberg, right at that moment, like, he's a good dude. Like, he was like, I love you too, Scotty, but like, damn. Like, he doesn't like, I don't know if I'd react the same way, maybe, but that was right before he started doing drugs.
Yeah.
It feels very like celebrity-like to me. It feels very realistic. Like you can tell that everyone wants something from you, everyone's copying you, etc., and that you're the cool guy. And it's almost this responsibility he has on his shoulders.
Yeah.
To be like now I got to deal with this guy kissing me, but I can't make him go kill himself. Like I have to kind of be like a parent to him.
Because this is his homie. And he's like, man, god damn.
Yeah.
But like, Doc, if you did that to me, I'd be like, Doc,
come on, what the hell?
I'll just get it aggressive and just go.
Yeah, like, I'll see you tomorrow, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
And he hangs with him. He's with him the rest of the movie. Yeah. Like when they're playing in the drug deal heist.
Yeah, he's right there.
He still is like, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, shut up, Scotty.
Yeah.
He's crying during the fight with Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
That whole fucking drug deal going wrong, it just reminded me of the hood where what I was dealing with at the time. It's so fucking crazy because
you ever been in a situation like that?
No, I never.
He's like,
because I wasn't even into robbing. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
I wasn't into that. So my thing was, but there were other guys that I knew, and it was actually kind of a different situation. They did the robbery and they completed the robbery, but then the big drug dealer who found out about the robbery, 2 weeks later, one winds up in a dumpster with a bullet in his head, and then the other guy, he skips town. So it was like this, it was a whole fucking thing that went wrong. Actually, they got the money, $25,000, but one of them lost their life, and then the other guy had the fucking.
You know,
I was like, fuck. No.
What's so great? 'Cause I always go like, how desperate and crazy do you have to be to even attempt something like that, or even in this movie? And this movie does such a good job of showing you like, oh, they're just out of their minds on meth, like crystal meth.
Yeah.
And when you're on crystal meth and you've been up for a week, these are the types of decisions you make about bringing a bag of, I don't know, baby powder to a drug dealer's house and trying to pass it off as drugs.
It's like the dumbest thing to do.
So he was a drug dealer they was trying to sell to?
Yeah. Or no, I think he was just like a rich party
he's
guy.
a drug dealer.
Oh, was he? Okay.
It's based on Eddie Nash, and that's what about how that whole scene is based on the Wonderland murders. What happens right before the Wonderland murders take place, just down the street. In the movie, it's in Encino. In real life, Eddie Nash lives in Studio City by Laurel and Mulholland. John Holmes, who Mark Wahlberg is, leaves the back door open earlier that day. Him and a bunch of homies roll up, which is the robbery, in LAPD uniforms. They rob the place. They go to Wonderland to party. Eddie Nash shows up at Wonderland and kills everyone.
Oh.
And it's so brutal that it's like reminiscent of Helter Skelter in Beverly Hills.
This is a true story?
This is a true story.
Oh, shit.
So I lived at the top of Wonderland Avenue, and there's like tours every day.
Humble brag.
It's like the slums of the hills.
Okay, it's whatever, the slums of the hills. You hear that? This guy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Crips and the Bloods were giving y'all hell, huh?
Yeah, I would love
running rampant in that pump.
I
would love to live where.
Oh, really?
Hilarious.
I would love to live where Nicole Brown lived in Brentwood and be like, oh yeah, I just live here and it's fine. It's cool.
Fucking girl was like, get me in Brentwood, and it wasn't Brentwood. And I told her, I went, this isn't Brentwood.
This is Santa Monica.
Yeah.
No, this is West LA.
Big difference.
Yeah, it kind of was like a dick to her. So I was like, she was annoying. I just had to do something. I had to do something.
No, it's a big red flag.
I unfollowed her too.
It's a big red flag.
And I checked to see if she still followed me. 3 weeks later, still got the follow. So stupid.
So,
you gotta be
when she see this, she won't no more, buddy.
Fuck you, Jess.
Oh.
I was just saying her name.
He was just saying her name.
Should we do her name?
Yeah. I don't care. I was afraid that you thought I said the N-word or something.
That's what I
literally thought, dude.
Why, bro?
Why?
Can you elaborate on that
so strongly?
But why would that even come up right now? Just randomly?
Well, look, he felt he remembered her.
I feel like it's always kind of hovering in a pool. And
now it's out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No, the N-word.
Oh.
Like it's like an alcohol up there and you can never let it out.
No, same, yeah.
Enough.
Fuck, man.
That's cool, man. It's
Fucking
cool to be on the last
Beat him here
episode.
tomorrow.
You know what?
Carlos, Doc, what's your problem? Hey, man, I cut it short. I cut this shit short.
Kassem, I always think it's the last episode. Every single episode, I think it's this.
Yeah,
is our
no,
last
this has
one.
been good. You guys had a good run.
We did. And we say that every episode. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't me this time.
But yeah, but Carlos, I had no idea about those murders, and like you were texting me about it too when we were watching. I'm like, oh, I had no idea this was based on a true story, or at least some of the characters are based on real people.
Yeah, Dirk Diggler based on John Holmes,
right?
Who Paul Thomas Anderson made a short film about before. He made like a Dirk Diggler short film, and that's sort of like what led to this after he did Hard Eight. But
that would have been cool if Dirk would have died of AIDS. No?
Well, maybe that did happen.
Ain't that how John Holmes passed away? He died of AIDS.
I think so. I think when you're fucking that many people back then, when there was when AIDS was absolutely popping.
Yeah.
And there were no tests.
Right.
Scary. I would have definitely gotten AIDS.
Yeah. Fauci was trying to control it.
You would have definitely got.
I would definitely have AIDS. That's so sad.
It's crazy.
Definitely have AIDS.
No, he would have gotten it. He would have gotten it.
Definitely gotten it.
Oh, okay.
Like we would be at 7-E's and they'd be like, Carlos died of AIDS.
Yeah, this new disease.
Yeah, this gay disease. And everyone would kind of laugh.
I didn't think he was gay though.
But that's kind of funny.
Well, he did gay porn.
Oh.
John Holmes, that's what they
Oh, did he really?
I think he did. I think that's how he got it.
Oh,
you have to.
Well, he was in like thousands of films.
Well, you do gay for pay.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're gay off camera.
Yeah, kind of like Mark Wahlberg does, right? He shows other guys his dick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay, now I get it. Now that's why he's being that guy, because he's being gay for pay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so because he's playing John. Okay, damn, that's some education for y'all.
Doc, as a first-time watcher, what did you get out of the movie at just kind of a first watch, a general kind of feeling from the movie, from the characters, how it was shot, the direction, the acting, all of it? Like, if you were to tell somebody about this movie and describe it to them, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as damn, that's a good question, because
like the feelings that it invokes, because
that's
it
what
is
I'm
a
saying.
heavy movie.
It's
It is
a
an in your face,
heavy movie,
in your face type of movie.
Well, the great side about it is you see Mark Wahlberg's parents, who are educated, I guess, in a sense, except his mom. I don't know what the fuck she do. They seem like they're more suburban, hardworking, or whatever. But because he's more white collar, the way he dressed. What'd you say?
But he's a young kid.
Family,
middle class family. He's a young kid, so he's not.
He's a high school dropout. It sounds like.
Yeah,
they're
like he just has the easy life though. So it's like they have money to a point where he's not even given in a sense.
Yeah, he doesn't have to work, but it's like mom's like, you should graduate high school.
Yeah, at least do something.
Right, he's still a kid. He's still provided for. He still has a house to to live in, whatever. He's not out on the streets as a high school dropout.
That's how it would have ended, by the way.
But how?
I wish that Dirk Diggler would have gone home and like been with his dad, because like
his dad was always very quiet and he sort of knew the mom was abusive. But I think there is in the script they die.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, in the script, or there's a deleted scene where he comes home and I think they died in an accident or something. It's like, remember how every character sort of has their comeuppance? And I think there's a version of Boogie Nights where the parents are dead.
Interesting.
Man, to think about a darker version of Boogie Nights.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because this movie, I was uncomfortable watching. I can't lie to you. It was like fuck.
Sad when Mark Wahlberg like goes back to porn.
Totally.
Because I'm like, you're enabling him. He's going back to the thing that made him addicted to everything. And I thought like a good ending, like John C. Reilly going into magic and Roller Girl getting her GED. Like I thought a nice ending would be like, oh, he goes back to his dad and torrents.
I don't know why, but this movie, I do know why. It reminds me of like Tupac's song, Brenda Got a Baby. Have you ever listened to that?
I'm sure.
So the whole song is this whole thing, and it's like it talks about drugs, molestation, pregnancy, drug dealing, killing,
Rock
the
on.
girl getting killed, baby thrown in, baby abandonment. It's all in 2 to 3 minutes. It's the most fantastic story. So when you watch this, it's kind of that type of masterpiece where it's like, oh, wow, he's covering every angle damn near. It's like, wow, man.
Like Goodfellas.
Yeah. It was fucking fantastic. I kind of liked the fact that that you even like you get the close-ups was fantastic on here when he captured every emotion and what they were going through. Like when the 2 women were in the bedroom with the coke and they were talking.
Yeah,
and
Julianne Moore
she's
had
having
a
a breakdown.
Will you be my mom?
Yeah. And then she needs something. Yeah, it's like, fuck, you see this loss and this hopelessness just all over the place. And it's just like, and then you get these moments of, thank God, somebody doing okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of just reminds you of that, man.
You ever been that high? Or you just 2 people in a room, just really high?
Just talking.
You just start making plans.
It's dark.
Yeah.
It's so dark.
And then somebody's like, we should leave. And you're like, no. You're like, good. I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Well, I used to do that with my cousins all the time. We had that weed and we just be like, fuck. We always were planning to go to movies. Never made it.
Yeah, there's a lot of plans.
Every fucking time.
Yeah.
Never fucking made it. It's like, God damn it. What time is this? Midnight. Fuck.
Yeah.
Just having a good time laughing and just in the same spot.
Yeah.
Fucking man. I
Miss
get
Police Academy again.
Fuck.
I think me and John have done shrooms and done that exact same thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
John, our technical director back there. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Many, many good times on shrooms. I never laughed harder, for sure.
Yeah, another one of our friends who works here who will go unnamed just changed one day after we did shrooms. We all did shrooms. One of us changed.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, forever. Yeah.
What?
Oh, I love that.
You're going to have to tell me
actually
off
love that.
camera.
Oh, you know this person.
I do know this person, but to save their identity, we should.
Oh, yeah, you know this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene where you were talking about like finding him at the club and like Julianne Moore being the sort of like motherly figure. When you look at it objectively, they're like, oh, Julianne Moore was like so loving and Burt Reynolds' character, Jack, was just like took care of everyone and brought everyone together. Right. But they're like predators. You know? Like they sought him out at the club, walked back there, called him a 17-year-old piece of gold, and like made it his mission to like bring him into this machine that ended up fucking ruining his life. And Julianne Moore, who got him hooked on drugs, like even though they put up this sort of perception of like, we're your like mom and dad, we're here to take care of you, we'll show you how this all works. You can stay here, whatever. I'll also fuck you sometimes. Like it's crazy that's that sort of predatory thing. But compared to other people in the movie, you're like, oh yeah, they're not as bad, but they're like just as bad.
Yeah, they are. That's true.
It's
so
easy
manipulative
for a predator to just like be nice every 10 seconds to get their way. Like
absolutely.
If you're like just smiling while doing it, you can kind of get away with anything.
Yeah.
You thinking? Oh, go ahead.
No.
You think about being a young guy that age, 17. You got all this ass around you and party drinking. They just set that whole thing up for him to just gotcha.
Yeah, roller girl blows you in the back. Whoo.
Be careful, you kids out there.
Yeah, that was my first experience with Heather Graham.
Yeah.
Heather Graham does it's like Fast Times at Ridgemont High with what's her name comes out of the pool.
Funny move.
Like, for my generation, Elizabeth Hurley, what's her name?
Oh, American Pie?
No, I'm sorry. The one in Roller Girl.
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham comes out of the pool. Heather Graham puts on the stereo, takes off her little jumper.
Yeah.
And those tees just kind of come flying out, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that was it was like this. And then she jumped on him on the couch. Like that is imprinted on my 20-year-old brain forever.
Yeah, especially when you watch it for the first time. You know, I watched as a teenager, so I'm like, whoa, this is that actually was her first day of shooting. She got naked on the first day.
That was her first day
because she liked it. She liked that she got that out of the way. That was like, hey, I'm going to do this nudity scene. Like, let's because she's probably nervous about it, right? Like she's this young actress, so like, shoot, I'm going to do this movie. I got to do this thing, but boom, just does it first day, and it's like, let's get this out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, because like I can't imagine being a young actress, but like you would probably think, I gotta do this nudity scene. I gotta do this nudity scene. I gotta do this thing. Like it's very vulnerable to do that, right?
She really wanted that role, by the way.
And she's incredible in it.
She's great.
She's so good, especially that scene where she's like fucking up the guy from high school, right? She's just losing it. Like
I fucking hate that guy.
God, that guy sucks so bad.
Yeah, he's horrible.
God.
Do you remember me?
Yeah.
Your name's Brandy, right?
Yeah, dude.
I was the guy doing this.
Yeah.
in class.
Yeah.
Oh.
God.
And he's like, can I not say what school I'm from? And then later he's just like 2 seconds later he's like, yeah, me and my buddies at CSUN watch all your videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's great. I think Drew Barrymore was turned down the role. What do you think of Drew Barrymore in that role? Because she's also got a nice set, if I may.
She does. I think she could.
Yeah.
I think she's a great
Grant
actress.
seems so raw in that though.
So good.
It's so like it feels good with like an unknown. Like Drew Barrymore was so famous. Like,
yeah, it would have been a
oh,
little.
that's the girl from E.T.
Clash.
Yeah.
Weird. That's the baby.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it now.
Fuck it, yeah, that is weird. God,
Like that's
good call.
insane.
The Colonel.
Look, when Jack finds Dirk or Eddie in the club, that look that he gives him, we're like what, 3 minutes into the movie, and that look that they kind of like lock eyes, and he's just like scoping it out. You immediately, without even words, right? Like he's this man in charge, right? And he's scoping out talent, and we're right in it, like right away. This movie's, the way it starts, introduced to all the characters, you know, kind of their motivations in a way where you're not giving a lot of exposition. It just is expressed visually. Yeah. And that's what's incredible about this movie. It just flows in a way that you just understand it without having it to be, you know, spelled out for you.
Yeah.
It's one of the best openings to any movie I've ever seen. Yeah.
The point that really grabbed you is when they lock and Mark looks at him.
Yeah.
And it's like this weird, creepy energy.
Weird,
it's like
yeah.
he's drawn. It's like, what the fuck
What's
is this?
happening?
I'm like, what's going on? And then he turns and he looks back as he goes up the ramp, and it's like, fucking what? That look and that ambiance, it just grabbed you.
Yeah.
For me, it was like, what the fuck?
Like he's looking at him like an object.
Yeah, and
Like a tool.
but
Yeah.
he's also looking.
It's a customer. That guy wants to watch me jerk off in the back potentially. So
Yeah.
I'll let him know that I
That's
seen
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's a
right
weird-
here?
it's a
so when
weird
he goes to the
vibe.
back and he offers him that. So I'm like, oh, okay. He thinks he's a customer, and he wants him to be this, and it's like, what the like that shit was like picture perfect the way they did that. One of the most creepy fucking
Yeah, and we're a couple minutes into the movie.
because it's two creepy ass genres, prostitution and pornography. So it's like, fuck.
It's like one person looking to take advantage of the other, like
Not
in both
you and that's
in
your
both
thing.
ways.
Yeah, no judgments. Yeah, who's your guys' favorite character?
Judging myself because I watched.
That's fine.
Creepy.
Who's your guys' favorite character in the film?
Such a hard.
One of, or just.
I mean, obviously, Phillip Seymour Hoffman's character Scotty is up there. Thomas Jane as Todd. John C. Reilly as Reed Rothschild.
Right.
or what's it? Chest Rockwell.
Chest Rockwell.
Yeah.
Chest.
Yeah.
Chest Rockwell is such a funny.
He's so good, dude. I mean, everyone's coming off the bench. Like Thomas Jane coming off the bench more than halfway through the movie, like bringing absolute fucking heat, like changes everything. Everyone is at the top of their game in this movie. Like even just William H. Macy, whose character is he's in like, I don't know, his character has an arc over like 3 or 4 scenes.
Yeah.
But it's so memorable, and there's a beginning and an end, and what he's going through is like how Paul Thomas Anderson manages to capture so many characters. Like in a movie, you barely get through like 4 people's arcs, right? He's going through 15 to 20 people's stories. It's so good. I mean, Scotty there when we're talking about, you know, can I kiss you? Like when he's Mark Wahlberg's blowing up at Burt Reynolds, I'm ready to fuck. I want to fuck now. Yeah. And Scotty's just in the back, like
so funny.
Yeah.
He's just like,
because
even
you've already
when he's
got
not
that
on
scene.
Yeah.
And you know where he's at.
just in the background, feeling it. He's just like, it's so good.
That's me and George fighting before.
But who's doing what?
He's Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm ready to do SOS now, George.
Yeah. I'm ready to
Shoot me.
20 minutes.
Julianne Moore is my favorite character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
like,
amazing in
man,
this.
just the balance of the emotional scene, all the scenes that she has to do. So then it's just like, I just liked her character because, okay, so she's fucked up her life to where she can't have her son. So she's trying to be a mother to everybody else.
Exactly.
And it's like she's fighting with these demons and it was
annoying. She's such a dumb LA bitch. Like just trying to like call the shots, be the mom, but doing coke all the time. Babe.
Yeah.
You know what she needs? What you always talk about, Doc? Pimp slap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what she needs.
That straighten her out.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I think she was like probably, other than Burt, and even Burt wasn't sane. She was probably the most sane one out of all of them in a sense.
Because she was the oldest.
She just experienced, and she understands the ups. Like Burt don't understand what losing a child is and divorcing, losing your husband. So she lost her family. So there's this whole experience that she brings that none of them could bring. Yeah. So she's like the anchor. That's why they kept calling. That's why he said she's the mother, because she's the anchor of all of, even for him. Because that's why I remember when he was at the mirror at the end, near the end, and he goes up and he kisses her and you're beautiful. What Burt was saying to her, that was him just letting her know, like, shit, you hold me down in this motherfucker. Because when he lost everything, she was still there.
Right. That is true. Yeah.
Anyway.
And she is very nurturing in a creepy way, but still feels
super creepy.
But is somebody that Mark Wahlberg can go to, and just feel secure even if it's toxic and weird.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? Because he can't go to his own mother. Yeah. Or his own mother doesn't want to have anything, so that's all he's got.
Yeah, dysfunctional porn family.
Just realized what scene I want to be in the most.
Okay.
The hot tub with the boys.
Oh, yeah.
It looks so nice.
Coming up with names.
Yeah, the poem.
Names, smoking. I mean, what a beautiful evening.
The poem is beautiful.
Oh my God.
It's beautifully bad, but
Burt Reynolds looks awesome.
Yeah, he climbs
He's
in.
so ripped, no shirt. Burt Reynolds. I want to be in the same body of water as that.
Yeah.
Was that after or before? That was after the Phillip Seymour scene, right?
I don't know.
Where he said, "Kiss me."
No, it was before that. This was after he met. This is the same party he meets Phillip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, okay.
There's
that's
so
the
many
same
parties
okay.
in
Yeah,
that
that's
house.
right.
Phillip Seymour
I was
Hoffman
getting
entered the way a lot of these characters just enter for the first time, by the way, Thomas Jane and Phillip Seymour Hoffman. Phillip Seymour Hoffman comes in through the fence as they're bringing out the chick who's OD'd on coke.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
The little blonde girl.
Yeah.
And he's sort of like, it's like, is she all right? They're like, mind your own business. He's like, oh, okay. And then the camera zooms in because, you get to a party, sometimes you don't know where to start, right? Like, where is somebody I recognize? Where can I go?
Yeah.
The camera zooms in right on Mark Wahlberg. It's like right away we know sort of like what this guy is.
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah.
He's got the fucking
And he goes
pervert
over.
vision.
So awkward. Yeah. So awkward.
He's zeroing in. They might as well start just like dazzling a little gold glitter on him. You see Mark like, that bitch is pouring champagne on it. That's what that dude saw.
Yeah.
He saw action.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, God damn. He was like, look at that bad bitch over there. Except it was Mark.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then Mark, right? He gets stopped by somebody. He's meeting somebody, and then Phillip Seymour Hoffman goes, "Oh, do you want to go?"
That's Thomas Jane's entrance.
Who
comes in through that same gate.
Yeah.
And has some crazy walk. Like the choices he made in that character is like unbelievable. He gets over to Reith Rothschild. They talk about his vet, and he has a real hilarious line about the vet. It's like dual overhead cams or whatever, 18 coats of competition orange. And then he gets introduced to Mark Wahlberg, to Dirk, while Phillip Seymour Hoffman's trying to show him his Pontiac.
Right.
And that's
waiting.
right before he gets kissed.
Feel that like, oh, I'm waiting on the sidelines, you know, do you want to go?
Yeah. Are you coming or? If you've ever been the guy in a conversation who asked the other guy, like, "Are you still coming?" Or you are the beta. You need to leave.
He felt like he was getting cock blocked. He was like, "This dude is cock blocking me."
Exactly.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's ready, bro.
Oh yeah.
He probably practiced that and rehearsed. I'm gonna bring him over here, and then right as he get by this mirror, I'm just gonna fucking go for it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like he's
this car's gonna impress him. He's so enthused by this, and we're gonna lock in.
Told him to close his eyes so he could get in position on the hood.
So funny.
He's kind of all right, a little closer.
Like, open your eyes.
Yeah, that whole shit setup. What was also interesting too, which I really didn't catch till we spoke on it. You spoke on the car. It's also spoken right before that how he's successful and he buys these cars. So it shows that he's into cars. So Phillip buys a car to impress him. And so now he comes out and he's like, what the fuck? Hold up, did he buy the exact same fucking car he
had? He got a Pontiac, which is it was like the poor man's version that he had painted the day before.
The same color,
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, what?
Way fun.
Way
I
funnier.
didn't really look at the car.
Had the jacket, bright orange jacket on. There's like a part of me, it's like I wish I had a friend like Scotty, you know. But then
I would hang with Scotty. Yeah, Scotty's cool.
Man, I
don't want him to kiss me, but I'd hang.
Yeah.
You know, man, because like Scotty's clear on he's gay. So it's like
yeah, he's full gay.
It's hard to have somebody around you that's got a crush. It's like even with chicks, like I can't be her friend. It's like I've had to do that to certain women. Like, nah, you got a crush and I ain't feeling you like that. So nah, we be friends. You're gonna be. It's like it's prolonging the ill. Yeah. It's just like one day he'll change. You know, it's like I can't do that shit.
Yeah, no.
But what'd you say, Carlos?
You could be like, oh, it's me, it's not you, to the girls.
I always do that.
Yeah. How does it go over?
Easy. Because it's truthful. Yeah, because if you stay in that truth, you don't mind breaking their heart. Because I hate when people don't do that. They just disappear, ghost. It's like, hey, bitch, speak up. It's like, say what you got to say, break their heart right away so that at least they have the truth right away. Instead of have them just lingering.
They'll respect you more.
Yes. If you give it to them right straight to the face, they'll never disrespect it. Yeah, so anything after that, you could say, I told you, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
You just ghost. That's it. It's gone.
Go into the abyss.
You're Patrick Swayze. Gone.
Yeah.
Ghost.
I'm a confrontational type of dude, so I'm.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Whether it's if a dude got a problem with him, hey man, we gotta. And then if the only time I'm not gonna be too confrontational, if I'm like I have an extremely violent thought in my head, then I'm like, I can't even talk to him. I gotta fuck. I gotta go. If I stay here, something gonna pop off. I was like, I'm gone, man. I don't.
That's maturity, right? Yeah, because you've like, I've been there and it didn't get me to a good spot.
Yeah, it didn't get me to a good spot. So I won't say nothing. You don't need to know why I left. Just know your life is safe.
What's your guys' favorite scenes in the movie, or one that really, really stood out? Obviously, there's a lot of iconic scenes, but what's your favorite, or one that always stands out in this movie?
My favorite's the end. I told y'all, we were talking yesterday about it. I always cry at the end when the Beach Boys starts playing because of the hope through the movie. And because it's the end of what I believe is to be like one of the best movies to ever be made.
Ever.
And I just, I just think it's an incredible ending. I like that it's hopeful. I like that Roller Girl gets her GED. I think it's very sweet. And this movie has no like cynicism in a way. It's like, I don't know, it feels very honest and it feels like it takes ownership over what it is. And I see a lot of movies today where the movie understands that it's a movie and that doesn't exist when this movie is being made. And so I like it for its time capsule in that way.
Yeah.
And it's all shot on film. It's beautiful.
It is. Oh, and it's so beautiful. That hopeful ending. I really enjoy that too. Kassem, what about you?
I mean, I can rewatch that Alfred Molina scene, the drug deal gone bad scene over and over and over.
Jesse's girl.
It's like a master class in like building tension with Jesse's girl playing with those little poppers going off.
And they're literally jumping. They're like every a couple of seconds they're doing this.
From the second that automatic gate opens and they're sort of like let in, it's like, oh fuck, I never want to be in a situation like this. The security guard coming over, you catch a glimpse of the gun underneath his shirt. You just handed him a bag of baby powder or flour or something. The only gripe I really have with this movie is the amount of time it took for him to test. You never find out that it's fake drugs because the shootout happens.
Right.
But he's sitting for what seems like 7-8 minutes
Totally.
with a bag of what he should be testing and doesn't come to any sort of conclusion about it. But that's like the most nitpicky I'll get.
And that might be
seconds, right? And he would have tasted
it, but maybe he doesn't taste. Like, we can give him the benefit of the doubt.
It feels like a movie.
That was the only part that I was like, oh, these producers don't.
It feels unreal.
Yeah.
But it works as a movie mechanism to build tension.
Absolutely. And that never felt tension like that in a scene ever. Everyone's out of their minds. Even Thomas Jane as Todd opens with that crazy laugh.
For like a 5 or 6 second laugh before he answers, like, okay, so how much for this? And then he just laughs for like 5-6 seconds and then goes, 5,000?
Yeah.
You're like, this is the guy that planned this.
Yeah.
We're definitely not in good hands. They don't have a handle on this whatsoever. And is Alfred Molina smoking crack or meth?
Crack.
It could be crack. It looked like crack.
I never think of meth in this movie. I think it's all crack.
It's gotta be. It's crack. It's the 80s. It should be.
Yeah, exactly.
I think meth is only mentioned once when him and Mark Wahlberg and Thomas Paine are doing meth at the
they're
couch.
doing bumps of it.
Yeah, he's like, just do a bump because he said it's crystal. Just do a bump.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, I think it's
caught that.
Yeah, I think it's just it's mostly crack and.
Because they called crack crystal too back then too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because of the gel, how it rocks up.
Oh, maybe it's
crystallizes
that line where they say this is like carpet something, where they throw a piece, they cook it in a bathtub and they throw a piece of carpet in it.
Yeah.
Which is like such a, like, you just snorted that up your nose.
So many memories of the hood back in the day. Fuck. Stepped on dope. I remember that. And you know how like that scene you was talking about where it's eerie when you walk in and you see the guy with the gun.
Oh yeah.
But like I had a similar situation where we go to a spot and dude like, hey, leave your gun in the car because we can't. And I'm like, man. So we get and we go and we open the door and it's like the guys at the gate he got at the door with the gun and we go in, they playing cards at the table. All the guys got guns and I'm like, we the only ones that fucking.
No.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
That guy to this day is in jail for the guy that in the house. He's in jail for murdering like 4
Should we send him a DVD of all SOSs?
Huh?
Should we send him a DVD of all our episodes?
Look what I'm doing on the outside.
Don't laugh with his friends.
Oh, I don't. The dude. Here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It was uncomfortable because it was a dude I didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah. So my boy knew him.
Is this a wink, wink?
No. This is real shit. This is like my boy knew, and he was like, "We're gonna go to this spot," and it's actually like a after-hour spot. So it's a strip club inside of a house that they converted the whole and gambling spot. They done turned the whole house into upstairs. There's
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's like you go upstairs and the strippers and video games, Donkey Kong, Centipede.
Video games?
There's a Nintendo.
Yeah. So when you walk in the door, and I remember picture perfect, you go in, turn left, and then once you enter the dining room area, there's like card tables. So you got drug dealers and a lot of money, and it's like everybody's playing cards. Then you go into the living room, which is a big area. They didn't gutted that all out.
Yeah.
There's a gigantic fucking Las Vegas crap table. I'm like, where the fuck y'all get this? Like, I've never even seen one outside a casino.
Yeah.
And then they're in there, they're rolling dices, and everybody put 7 on hard. And I'm like, how the fuck? I want to go 7 hard, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? This is
crazy.
But like, all him and all his people working, they all got like 1 or 2 9mm on them. So these are street criminals. I'm like, fuck, man. But yeah, man, but he's in jail for murdering a bunch of guys in the same house that I knew too. You can Google that. Yeah, I'll show y'all that.
So,
damn.
It could be a note on the DVD.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't fuck around. I don't know that guy, but that guy.
Send him Tiger Belly.
Yeah,
Say like George hearts you.
but it's the same.
He's like, George.
Same similar situation where he murdered him and his guys. But it wasn't just one guy. It was him and the guys that was in there. They murdered 5 or 6 people, like 2 or 3 of them in the house.
Do one
on the street, then another one outside. So it was like 5, I think, in total that they murdered in this whole shootout thing that took place.
Jesus Christ, Doc.
Sorry, got my own casino over here.
Yeah, it makes it real. You know, we're watching a movie here. We're going, oh my God, I can't imagine being in that
show
situation.
Y'all if any article's still about it. It should be something. It's been a long time ago when it happened in the 90s.
Oh man, so funny.
Damn.
That's so funny.
Oh my God.
But that reminded me of that what you were saying, that eerie ass feeling of walking and you see the guy with the gun. I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then to hear, and like literally, those murders took place like a month or 2 after I was just there. And I go, fuck.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. And man, I ain't gonna quote, it's too much story, but yeah.
That sounds scary as hell. That's scary as hell.
Doc, what's a pivotal scene that you felt like was a good representation of the movie, or something that impacted you in a really strong way?
I like the story of her getting her GED.
Her redemption, Heather Graham's redemption, girl's redemption at the end. She goes back to high school where she was kind of bullied by that asshole, but she's back.
Sitting in the same classroom, going back to the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just the guts to try.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, she trying. You know what I'm saying? So that said it. That was the pinnacle point for me, because she was the one true person. I mean, besides Don Cheadle and his character, that can happen, but she didn't have really anybody to fall back on, except that's why I was saying how the mom was so relevant. She planted that seed in her, and then she went and tried, because that's how I got my shit.
Yeah.
My mom's did that for me. Like she got me, pulled me to the side, was like, I want you to change your life, and all you got to do is try. And then I went to back to high school, and I graduated on time.
Oh, there you go.
So that's why I was like, oh, fuck, I get that. That was like, okay.
She's like, Doc,
So
you need to do porn
yeah. No, I did the streets. So that was enough. It was like, but that's what I would say to any kids that's having a hard time out there. Just try. That's all you got to do, and you'll be great. Just try.
Yeah.
This is SOS's educational.
Yeah.
We should have puppets and reenact the crime.
You can do it.
Just believe in yourself.
Don't do porn.
Say no.
I really, really love, my favorite scene is the William H. Macy scene at the 80s party.
Oh boy.
That I think it's a 3-minute long take, one shot. You follow William H. Macy into the house, right? And it says you start outside with the banner 80s, right? You know, welcoming in the 1980s, right? You walk in, he walks in, he's looking for his wife, and you know, well, he's gonna find her again. He's looking, he knows, we all know, but it's just only a matter of time before he finds them. But the camera's following him all, you know, around trying to look for him. He goes into the room, opens the door, stares, and then just walks back out. You think, okay, another day, William H. Macy getting
Just gonna take it again.
Take it.
Yeah.
The camera follows him back out. Same take. Same take. Follows him back outside. He goes to his car. We follow him. He gets a gun, and we follow him back into the house. So exterior, interior, like we're going back and forth. One take, boom, shoots them both. It comes back, and it's kind of like, well, yeah, fuck him. Yeah. But then puts the gun in his mouth and kills himself. Boom, smash cut into 80s title card.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's it.
And he shoots him, by the way.
Happened?
He shoots him, and then he walks back down the hallway where the party is, and then
does
smiles, and then blows his brains out. Very performative. You know, it's like the one performative. He's a usually behind the scenes guy, but he did a very performative.
He did.
There, yeah.
That was the money. He wanted to get the money shot.
Yeah.
He did. You know, and he did.
He did.
Yeah.
And he smiles. It's like, I'm so fucked right now. Those noises were gunshots. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I like when like complete ownership is taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why was he killing himself though again?
Because he just murdered 2 people.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and his life is over.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I love
It's
about
a murder
that?
suicide. What the fuck am I thinking? I was just
Yeah, he
one of
just killed.
thought it was some kind of deeper. I'm like, was it?
He had enough sense to know that he was fucked and
Yeah.
was probably just super depressed about his whole situation.
He can get away with it though.
He could have. I feel like there's lots of other people at that party you could pin that murder on.
What's his angle, Carlos? How does he get away with it?
He bolts out of the party and books a flight to Paris and never comes back. That's my plan.
And then he's doing.
That's our plan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Last night thought about it. I think about this like every 30 hours.
Your escape.
Had to get out.
From America.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got into America, so I can't leave. Like I had to come.
Oh, where are you from?
I was born in Jordan, so I had to spend my time, take the test.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm also raising my hand
Oh, okay. That was a really nice high five.
because Jordan as a country comes up in the Office Space episode.
Yeah.
What'd you guys talk about Jordan? It was Saudi Arabia that's referenced in Office Space, not Jordan.
Well, because
This isn't Riyadh.
No,
yes.
No, you said the actor was from Jordan.
Well, no.
okay.
The actor was Indian, but he's like Samir, like he's like a Jordanian or some
and
sort
I
of
said
Middle
I
East.
didn't. What's Jordan? Is that someone from
okay.
Michael Jordan's house?
Oh, yeah,
Yelled at you, Pete.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's
I
fine.
just didn't know what it was.
No, a lot of we're like kind of we don't. I'm half Jordanian, half Egyptian. The Egyptian. Every time I tell people that, they go, "Oh, Egyptian,"
Yeah.
but they don't know anything about Jordan.
Yeah, you should have heard him. He was going off.
No, it's all right. I haven't watched that episode
Something
yet.
about, yeah, he was like, fuck Jordanian.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
You
bunch
said
of-
that shit.
bunch of sand and words.
You're sitting right next to me.
no.
You called me a sand N-word?
No, they thought I was going to say that, and I was just talking about sand.
We cut it from the episode, but yeah, there was a lot of those.
No, I never said sand N-word.
Cool.
I said sand because we were talking about sand because we live on a beach, and then y'all were waiting for me to say the N-word.
Unbelievable.
It's insane.
This the dude I've been sitting next to for an hour.
Yep.
Wink, wink.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the island, my friend.
Dog setting me
You
up.
got
Wait,
it.
But I think that's a good plan.
What's that?
To escape to Paris?
No, to murder people, get away with it, and go to Europe. And go.
But don't you have to go to
Depends
someplace
on how
a
you
little
do
bit
it.
more
You can
remote?
murder people and still be here and be on a podcast and talking to people.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do that, but like, I just like realistically, I don't think I. There's a lot of crime in this movie. Like Don Cheadle, his life is over if there's one security camera, if there's one ring light cam.
Yeah.
Like you can't get away with half this stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which you spoke about before. Like, if you were in the early 1900s, you'd be like, I'll just be killing people. Forensics ain't
Yeah.
shit. I'd be.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Because that
Yeah,
whole
of
scene
course.
had their fingerprints
course?
in the when they did the shootout in the house, and even then it was like when that whole shooting incident happened, and then he's out with the gauge. I'm like, nobody's looking out. Nobody's like,
I
what
know.
the fuck is going?
Oh,
But then
yeah.
it is the suburbs, so maybe white people respond a little different when it comes to shootings. They don't come out like black people. We be out there. What the fuck? Fuck you doing out there? You know what I mean? They like this fucking see what's going on.
Yeah, I think, we're more like hiding under our beds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoping it goes away.
If it's outside of the house and you don't go to the window, but like if we hear it at another house, it's like, what the fuck going on over there? Like, you don't be like,
It's kind of fun. Like when there's a car chase, you're like, oh,
yeah. You look out the window like, oh shit, somebody gonna get killed in this bitch.
Yeah. Or like screeching, of tires or something. You're like, oh,
yeah, that's
did
fun.
someone crash or someone lose it? Oh.
There were 2 good chases last night.
But that's what I was saying. It was just like nobody was out. Nobody was.
Nobody-
But it
yeah.
was nighttime, so I guess maybe everybody was
It
sleeping
could
at
have
the
been
time.
like 3 a.m. I think it could have been really late because when his car finally, when they cut to him in the morning, it's probably not that much longer after. What's up?
Who was getting shot when they were just in there, and the black guy goes in the back? Who's getting killed? Because you hear the shots, and they're talking, and then they're like jumping as they hear the shots. Bang!
Oh, those are fireworks.
fireworks.
Oh, it's fire.
You know those little things you throw down, a little pop? They pop. That's
Like
what.
an M80 or something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There were little
small-
firecrackers.
Small firecrackers.
No.
There's
When they're sitting down inside, and the drug dealer's talking to them, they're shooting as they're sitting down.
Yeah, that's the firecracker, I think.
Yeah, the
It's
pop.
Cosmo. He's Chinese.
Yeah,
The
that's what he
Chinese
says.
kid with the...
Oh,
They
I
show
must have missed that
him,
part. Yeah.
little Asian boy
amazing.
Yeah.
in a robe, taking firecrackers, lighting them on the candle, and then just throw them down. And that was part of building the tension of those like rain. Because when you do see the gunfire, it's
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I must have went to the bathroom on that. Like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, because I remember jumping up. Yeah, but you know what? I was like, it's a drug deal. It's all gonna be the same type. Of thing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'll be good.
That's so
That's
funny.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's time to whine about it. Let's whine about it, everybody.
Okay.
We got
Thank you.
some grape juice
Thank you.
on this side, and we got wine on this side.
You don't drink?
I don't. I'm a sober boy.
That's good, man.
I did enough.
Cheers.
I did too much. Some might say. Cheers.
Cheers.
Kassem, cheers. Thanks for
Cheers.
joining
Cheers.
us.
Thanks for having
Every
me, guys.
time I get a glass, I always got a lip mark on there.
I
What
know,
the fuck be doing that?
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks like Richie uses this one to put...
That's,
like,
you know what? The
That's the dishwasher.
Oh.
But you know what? The alcohol kills it, so it's okay.
No. Richie, you gave me your jerk-off cup.
You get a jerk off cover, Richie?
Richie, well, how many
Remember I
times have
taught
we
you how to
said?
jerk off straight into a glass?
Yeah,
You gave
Carlos,
me
I
that
thought you
cup.
asked for that cup.
Oh, yeah. I
Gen
probably-
Z, let them know.
Yeah, I probably requested it.
You did request it, yes. Please give me your jerk off cup, and wash it just a little bit, just little remnants.
No, I said
of it.
don't wash it.
Ooh,
I said
even
smudge
better.
it around.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, Carlos, what's your whine about the movie? And it could be, Kassem, it could be about the movie, or it could even be about the making of the movie, or it can, Carlos, I think, whined about getting here, and he had a road rage incident. So
that-
really,
that
it's
was-
very loose.
Of course.
What's your whine, Carlos?
My whine about it with this movie. It's so hard to find a whine about it.
Yeah.
I mean, is this the first time I'm not gonna whine?
That's
you know
fine.
what I'm gonna whine about? The diner they go to in the after the nightclub, no longer there. It's a Zara.
Oh,
Laurel and Ventura.
disgusting.
Fucking Spain, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Andres.
Yeah, fuck you, Spain. Yeah. So yeah, it's a Zara now. And you know what's great is that it was next to Trader Joe's. If you had to go to the bathroom, you could walk right into that diner. It was easy to go to the bathroom. Now, you can't just shit in the middle of Zara.
No.
You
Well,
could.
Oh, because
It's a
it
lot
used
harder.
to be
Dupars.
Dupars. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good-
And I
that's
don't like the one at the Grove. It's not the same.
Not the same.
Yeah, I don't like the Dupars there. I don't like the parking.
I didn't like Dupars at all.
Okay, well, you know what, dude?
So when it was gone, I was like, fuck that place.
I win.
I don't know what to tell you.
So this
I didn't like-
this. So you completely disagree with my whine about it.
Yep.
He's whining about your wine about.
Yeah,
I,
it is.
I can't lie to you, Carlos. I did not like that Dupars place. I used to be like, fuck that place. I went there a couple times. I said, man, fuck. This got to be some of the shittiest breakfast food. I was like, God damn it. But,
But I would rather it still be there than a Zara.
okay. I can see that.
Pancakes.
That right there,
Yeah.
bump
Thank
it,
you.
bro. And it's a classic. Dupars.
I'm glad you guys dealt with that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Together.
I'm an asshole fucking with Carlos.
Thank you,
Take
Doc.
it back, bro.
Oh, that was a nice little moment.
You guys
Food
are
was
really
nasty.
nice.
You like the food?
No, but for that, only 4 days in the hole.
He still got the
God,
fucking
the
hole
hole.
out there, bro.
I really don't like the whole.
We
his
had a
go-to.
day where I talked about.
You don't even have to explain it. We're gonna put Doc in a hole. Yeah.
It would just be what my plantation would be like.
Oh no!
You had to ask. Now you're getting it.
Oh my God!
We
Yep.
went through a whole thing with this guy.
Yep. Yes, we did.
But we would have cool helmets, remember?
Oh, Carlos.
And scene.
No more. Oh my God. Hey, Kassem, what's your
Football
wine?
team on my?
No.
The sweet teas.
Oh,
That's sweet.
Sweet teas.
we could play other ones.
Other ones.
plantations.
There's a league.
Yeah. You got to clear out 100
and
yards
football.
of a tobacco field, though.
So easy to do. Like I don't have the work.
What is this? The longest yard plantation edition?
Yes.
Which Burt Reynolds was in.
He was in that one.
we go.
That's right. See, it comes full circle. Kassem, what's
My
your
whine about it. My whine about it. I guess I mentioned it already, which was the amount of time it takes for him to test the drugs during the drug deal scene. A second one just to back that up is the fact that Paul Thomas Anderson made this movie when he was 26 years old, and so creatively, I feel, I've been so jealous of that level of talent at 26. Right, like right after the year after your frontal lobe forms or hardens, you're making one of the greatest movies of all time.
A masterpiece.
Yeah.
Well, can I ask you this? You're jealous of the girls, right?
Well, 100%.
Yeah. That's where my
100.
goes. I'm like, you're 26. You made Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
It's game over.
How much ass did he get?
Like every day, constant.
Now it's Maya Rudolph every night, but for a while, it probably.
That's right, Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
She's a rescue dog supporter too. I used to see her at the rescue a lot.
Yeah.
She's cool. Yeah.
God, and she's a good person.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, that's P.T. Anderson's kid.
Oh.
And I would stare at the kid.
Like Burt Reynolds in the opening of
And
Boogie
be
Nights.
like, 3-year-old piece of magic.
Yeah.
Piece of gold.
Piece of gold.
Piece of gold.
No.
That's a 3-year-old piece of gold.
Oh my God.
The Colonel.
Oh, I'm your friend, right?
Yeah.
You're my friend.
I'll be your puppy.
So tough.
Dog, what's
I'll be your dog.
My whine about it is the end. That's my whine about it. I don't know about y'all. Nah, I just don't like to be surprised with a cock. It's just kind of like the end is just like sick for you. It's like, oh fuck.
Do you feel like you had to? Do you're glad that it was in the movie, or do you think you could have gone without?
I could go on without it because it was like you didn't have to do like fuck. Who does this? And so it reminded me of this movie that I watched in Spanish called Ojos de Secretos. So it's,
That's a beautiful pronunciation.
but it's about this guy who does this rape and blah 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 and that whole thing, and then the end of the movie is him getting confronted, and then he's like, you know what? Yeah. It was me. Fuck. And then I go, oh, yeah.
He whips his dick out?
Yeah, he whips his dick out. He shows his dick, and I go, are you fucking kidding me?
At the end of Secret Eyes?
Yeah. There you go. That's Espanol.
Yeah, one Secret Eye.
The movie's good, though. Like, but as soon as they did that, I go, you motherfucker. Like, when you just whip cocks out, and it's like, oh, man. You know, it's weird. I mean, watching porn is weird, but you watching it when you want to watch it, but when you're just watching a regular movie and it's surprise, it's like, oh, fuck.
Well, now that you saw it, was it as big as you thought it would be? What'd you think of the final reveal of the hog reveal?
Yeah, it was what it should have been. It should have been, because if it would have showed a medium-sized cock or something like that, I was like, what was they looking at? That's what they was looking at? But when they showed that thing, I was like, God damn, the bitches was swinging like Tarzan. Yeah. That motherfucker. Like, fucking, yeah. So, hey, man, to salute to whoever cock that was.
It was a prosthetic.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mark Wahlberg's cock was inside of the prosthetic, and he wore it around.
Yeah, that was fucking weird, though. It was like, you didn't have to do that.
He kept the prosthetic, actually.
He did? Did y'all feel like he needed that? Yeah. Did you feel like they needed that scene?
Mm-mm.
I think they
literally
did.
don't.
I think they
did.
Like
I think the suspense of what his cock would have been still in the air would have been cool. You know what I'm saying?
Surprise. You're not.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck?
You know what it is?
Do this part.
It's a exclamation point at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I think it's like a choice to show it in the last.
Got 2 dots.
Yeah,
there's probably 2 different cuts, and they just.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, he could have for sure. I am in the camp of. I want to see that that hog. That cock. I like it.
Ever since, yes, Carlos.
She's really upset that it's a fake dick.
Oh, yeah.
It takes away all the magic.
You mean if Mark Wahlberg had a 13-inch dick?
I want to see a real one.
I didn't think it was Mark. Anyway, that's his body with a prosthetic. That's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
hard body.
I want to see real dicks.
Yeah.
You want to see real... You want to see Viggo Mortensen in Eastern Promises.
Yes.
That was like a real guy's dick.
That was a real, it's
But he's talking about he wants to see
flaccid.
a real huge monster
should do some
dong.
social network, Army Hammer kind of like digital CGI where they like get like a porn star stick and they just put it on.
Stunt cock.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't want to see this fake thing.
I see what you're saying. It looked fake to you. Did it look fake?
I knew it was fake, so it ruins everything.
I see.
But they were able to do that nice long take with Mark Wahlberg because it doesn't cut.
In the mirror, yeah.
He does the whole,
So good.
Yeah, and then he unzips and
flops it out.
I think,
Stand.
I saw it at an age where I think I was still growing. And much like the Tommy Lee Pamela Anderson sex tape that like really made me feel like I had the tiniest penis in the world. This movie did not. Every time I saw a dick on scene, it was 12 inches.
Yep.
It was 12.
What do you mean, Tommy Lee?
The Tommy Lee Pamela Anderson sex tape from the 90s.
Y'all, you remember?
You watched that shit?
Yeah.
Dude, I watched it.
I've never seen it.
Maybe Kazaa, LimeWire?
Well, no, I saw it in a hotel pay-per-view that my dad worked at. And she was like, whatever you want to order, just order. I was like, you mean it? Look at me. You mean it? And I ordered it, and it was so fucked up that they were able to like play it because it's like illegally, it was like stolen from them, but it was playing in a Marriott hotel.
What?
And I watched it, and I was like, these are what adult cocks look like? I'm like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
And it gave me like a real like a complex about it that I have today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the comedians we know, his mom is a porn star. He don't watch porn to this day because he said he afraid one day he might run into something with his mom. Yeah.
Oh, you heard it in your head.
Yeah.
Well, if you
can
hear
still
it on
hear
there.
it if you cover the.
Yeah, fucking guy.
Yeah. We will mute it.
Not an audio.
It's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up. It's like, sometimes I'll be thinking, I'm like, can I? Like when I think about chicks with OnlyFans, because I think we discussed this before, or we did.
Yeah.
Where there's one chick, she wanted me to holler at her, but I'm just like, you got an OnlyFans, and it's like, I can't. It's like a weird.
Do you
That's
feel
your
like?
right. That's your right.
Yeah. Do you feel like in 2024? I mean, this movie, 1977 to the into the 80s. Do you feel like that stipulation has changed now? Like that, we don't feel like this like seediness of porn. It's like kind of like there's OnlyFans and that's what you do, and we're more accepting now.
Yeah, they've tricked us.
Is
all
the
to
moral
think
fabric broke down? Is that what you're asking me?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, is it? Do we feel like that's changed? That stipulation of
100%. My mom knows porn stars that I've introduced her to, and she thinks they're cool. Like she doesn't think twice about it. Whereas 20 years ago, I don't know if that would have been the case.
I don't think you should judge them, but
we do.
I ain't just out there. Yeah.
Freaks.
Well, it's not, for me, it's not even, when it comes to me, it's not even, you do what you want to do. So I'm going to treat you like a human being. It's the same thing like with gay people. You treat them like the human beings. I'm going to treat them like when people be like, you going to the parade for what? Celebrate what? Yeah, are you fucking crazy? No. Like if you would be treating them like a goddamn human being in the first place, you wouldn't have to do that shit.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because that's what they do. They turn them into a goddamn commodity. It's like you go to Burger King, hey, the Pride Parade burger. And I'm like, yeah, well, you better donate some money to every last account, you fucks.
Remember, I said we should have segregated parades for everyone.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Thank you.
But what I'm saying is
stop saying segregated.
There's this weird thing where people can't treat people like humans just because of what they do. And that's what, or their lifestyle. And that's where I'm like, nah, how?
Yeah.
How? What if you need that person to help you one day, and then what you gonna say?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people don't really know.
An ambulance.
What if the ambulance driver was a gay black boy?
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Even if my doctor was gay, I would have no problem with that.
And he's doing your prostate exam?
Hey man, long as he ain't back there going.
You don't know. Your head's turned. Your head's turned. You're in a fetal
Any
position.
heavy breathing, bro. It's gonna be mayhem.
You feel it on your ear.
You up in here getting satisfied. Because you gotta be like, man, I wouldn't want to know up front. I don't want him to shake my hand and be like, hey, I'm from, I like dick. No, you gotta go. Because you
want to find out after.
Yeah.
You see him at the parade that you don't go to.
Yeah. That's like a woman going to college just being a. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry.
I can't wait for that new Netflix.
It's kind of fucking a sex offender. You know what I mean? I used to be a sex offender, but now I got my.
Let's clip that.
Kind of college.
Let's clip that. Let's put it out on social.
Oh my God. Okay, so my one, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
my
what's
one
yours?
is the fact that Burt Reynolds regretted doing the movie. He did make amends with Paul Thomas Anderson and then said was like, hey, this is a masterpiece, and but also I think it was Mark Wahlberg, and I think it was around 2017 that said he regretted doing it. Well, not at first because it launched his career, but Mark Wahlberg is a religious guy.
Yeah, he made a turn.
Who launches whose career? Because Burt already had a career.
No, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Because it was going to be Leo. And Leo was doing Titanic.
Yeah.
And Leo's like, hey, Mark Wahlberg. I worked with him on, I forget what it was.
Wow. That guy recommends you for acting?
Yeah.
That's a fucking tap on the shoulder, bro.
Dude, that's a breakout for his career. But I think him being a religious guy, family guy, like we all kind of know who Mark Wahlberg is and, what he represents. And I think he looks back and goes, wish I didn't do that, but it's such a great role. I wish people would own more of the things that they did because it's just he's an actor. He's not like, I did porn.
That's
if he
the
did
problem
porn,
with
it's different. He did a movie. It's different.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know what I mean? Like porn is an acting. If you suck the cock, you suck the cock. You know what I mean? It's not, you can't go back.
What
and
if I was
just
in
be
character?
Like, yeah.
Character. Yeah, that's true.
If I was in character right now.
Cock still in your mouth.
Yeah, but it's the character's mouth.
Whatever you want to play. I don't want to put a cock in my mouth. If they said to me, "Nah, we gonna shoot this."
He never wants.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't want it in the mouth.
Scene where there's a prosthetic cock in your mouth.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you gonna have to.
Yeah, all right. I'm just acting.
Yeah,
I'm happy for the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a little different on that side of the streets.
Well, I mean, a lot of those actors kind of shied away at first. Even Phillip Seymour Hoffman was shocked when he read the script. Was like, "Oh shit, this is about porn."
Yeah.
That there was this like stipulation of all these actors involved that felt like, okay, this subject matter is taboo, and I think after reading the script that Paul Thomas Anderson wrote, they're like, okay, but this is good. Mm-hmm. This is well written.
Oh shit, you helped me see something. I didn't even realize that. Like, we draw a light to the pain, like that a lot of those actors and what's going, because you see the broken home with him, and then you see the divorced and losing her child. So you see these people that just spiral downward, and this is all they got. And yeah, man.
And they're people too, and just like you were bringing up Goodfellas earlier, it's like the movie does a good job of. There's some cool moments about maybe being a member of the mafia, like you get some you get pulled into the front row of the nightclub or whatever, but also you could get whacked at any moment.
Right.
You looking behind your shoulder?
I was getting a little misty-eyed.
Oh yeah.
Now when I watch Booty Talk 3, I'm gonna have a little bit of different feeling.
Those are real people.
I'm like, these are people.
These are
through
people.
Shit right now. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you
Thanks,
off.
PTA. No, I mean, that was a great point.
What do you think of Mark Wahlberg's orgasm face that he does in the movie? That's the one
Can
thing.
you show me?
He does this like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why, but it took me out. I was like, he might be doing a bit too much.
I think it was literally a bit. Like it's for
like,
that.
Is it for that era? Like, because this is like old style porn. And it's like, we're kids of 90s scrambled porn and LimeWire days, right? Like this, and and beyond. But this is like, was that part of? I have no idea. Is like that part of like the acting of porn? It's just to be over the top with like the.
Wait. What part is that?
Well, he's like fucking Julianne Moore to start.
Right.
He's making these faces, and I'm like,
Well, he's 17. He's new to the game, right? So he's putting extra too much on it.
Yeah.
And so you see like this young kid just thinking this is what porn should be because he's watched some shit. And he's thinking, I gotta put a bunch of O's in there.
Yeah. Would you mind if I made it really sexy?
Yeah.
I want to do good. I
Yeah,
want to do good.
so he's overdoing it. So that's what that is. He's just it's him putting way more than what he should because he's trying so hard.
He's acting like he is acting there. Like he's overdoing. Yeah, he's having sex, but he's like, okay, but I'm performing. So he wants that. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to get the Oscar-winning nut scene. It's just that get good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Call me, fucking Pornhub.
Call him. Call him. He's like, your account's overdue. We need you to re-up.
If for people that haven't seen this movie, I'm sure some people haven't, or why people should rewatch this movie. Let them know why they should watch it or rewatch it. Carlos.
Cool movement, right?
Yeah, I see that. Look, you can just go right spread eagle right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Access. Boom. Access.
It's called the 10 centimeters.
Dilated.
Fucking good.
I think people should see this movie for like very educational purposes. This is like a perfect film. There's so many arcs and characters that you'll notice that every scene is very pivotal to those arcs. There's no fat in the movie, and we talk about that a lot on this show. And I think if you just want to watch it for that reason alone, it could help you be like, it could help you in a writing process if that's what you'd like to do.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think the writing is just perfect. And,
Yeah, which Paul Thomas Anderson wrote. Right?
yeah, and by the way, if you're 25 and you have a script and you made one movie before and it wasn't that good, and you have a short film and you're just some kid from the valley, making a movie is basically impossible. That's how good this script was.
Hard 8 was good though.
But not, not to like it couldn't get you casting for another movie that like required a big budget.
That's
you
true.
can make something cool, but dude, I have friends that have made cool indies that got good reviews and they don't even live in LA anymore.
Because they had to move away.
Exactly, because they couldn't make I even know a guy who made the second movie and it bombed. Like, you just have to keep making good shit. And P.T. Anderson, I mean, it's like we can be jealous of him for being that age, but at the end of the day, it's like LeBron going straight to the league from high school. It's like, yeah, no one can do that.
He's a unicorn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that helps me feel better at the end of the day.
Okay.
To think he's a savant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutly.
Because it's incredible watching it.
You have to, or else you'll just curl up in a ball and die.
Yeah, you'll William H. Macy yourself. Take that, algorithm.
Yeah, got it. Kassem, why should people watch this movie?
I mean, it's seminal movie. It's like one of the best ensemble movies of all time. It's one of the funniest movies of all time. It's also got one of the, saddest moments in movies. It's just by a director who was he was less refined than he is today, like a Phantom Thread and even There Will Be Blood, but like just raw talent. Came out the gates like doing a oneer like Scorsese would do, and just fucking just absolutely nails it. If you like movies, you should watch good movies, and this is one of the best.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. Doc, what about you?
I would just say, collectively, the way that we conversed about the whole thing, that's all you need to know. Through the whole podcast,
we could do a whole other podcast.
It was just like it was so brilliant that we just kept bringing out information for the people. So like when you watch this, the information we gave you, you don't like this shit. It's a really good movie, and unbeknownst to me, and wasn't even aware of his existence. I've heard of the name Boogie Nights, right? But I never saw that movie. I thought I saw something else. I don't know what the fuck. I remember, like I told you, I saw it. I'm watching it again, and I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You watched the Full Monty on accident? 90s. I never seen that. I never saw it.
Never saw.
You know what?
Actually,
I've never saw it, bro.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I don't
What?
think
That could be a nice come down after Boogie Nights. You could just go, I'm going to throw on the full Monty for something a little bit lighter. It's around the same era, and you can just
You need
kinda...
a Xanax after Boogie Nights.
I think the Full Monty was nominated
It's
the
rough.
same year
It was.
Really?
as Boogie Nights. Like for best Boogie Nights was nominated for screenplay, actor, supporting actor, and Burt Reynolds and Julianne Moore. But
Then-
the best picture went to Titanic, but best picture nominees included the Full Monty, the title.
Well, here's the thing that I will say
didn't know
too, is
Fact check me.
like what you just taught us, because I didn't know that about the John Holmes incident with my man. Like, this is another aspect to the world that people didn't know, that kind of violence was prevalent and that these type of things happen involved with different people, because you only hear about that and you see stuff like Narcos and stuff like this. So when that's how dark this movie is, it brings in this whole side that you're
Criminal
like, damn,
element.
you're like, what the hell is going on here? So there's that aspect that I had no idea
The
existed.
seediness of San Fernando Valley
Yes.
in that time.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you can understand if you watch the Untouchables or if you watch the
It's
Narcos
expected.
on. Yes, but when you watch this, it's like, what the fuck? And by you, so that's what's fucking amazing. What you taught me today about that whole situation, because I didn't know. Like, I was critical of that scene, not realizing that's derived from an actual true story. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? And I'm like, wow, this is, hey, watch this shit. This is actually good for that reason.
Yeah, and
What about
I would say if you really enjoy Goodfellas, I think it's like a really kind of close comparison. You know, there's definitely different styles there between Scorsese and Paul Thomas Anderson, but I mean, even just the drug scenes of, you know, them doing coke together, it's like, dude, it's just like Paul Thomas Anderson just taking a page out of Scorsese's book. The opening scene, you know, it feels like the Copacabana when, you know, Ray Liotta and, you know, what's her name? He's taken Karen, you know, down into that and that one shot. Like, it feels very much Karen. Why would you do that, Karen? That was all we had. Karen. Karen.
But do you think-
Why did you do that?
So good.
Let me ask y'all this:
yeah.
do y'all feel like that was better than? To me, that was better than Goodfellas.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I'm gonna tell you why.
And that's
Because, like we said, the element of Goodfellas is what it's supposed to be.
I see what you're saying.
Right. So acting was fantastic, but not only was the acting fantastic in this, but it brought a whole nother side to the porn world and these aspects that you don't get anywhere else. Like like when I'm watching this shit, I'm like, what? Oh yeah, that happens to people. And then like when I told you about the Brenda got a baby, comparing that to the Tupac, like it was like, what? Wow. I was blown away from it. Because Goodfellas just going to be what it's going to be because he was involved in
because
mafia
people have made mafia movies before.
All day.
Who's made a movie like this?
Yes. That shit is brilliant.
That's a real good question. I don't know if you get Boogie Nights without a
I don't
Goodfellas.
think you do. I literally don't think you do.
But it's way funnier than Goodfellas, and there's some great. But it's tough. They're both considered my top 5 movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ain't mad at that, Doc. Even Goodfellas. Yeah, I mean Goodfellas is one of my favorite movies too. But
That's not a crazy take.
yeah, that's not. Let us know in the comments. Goodfellas or Boogie Nights or both.
Yeah,
You know, if you can't decide.
That's right. Or spend 7 hours and watch them both.
Can you guys, to end this, I'm gonna sing Jessie's Girl. I want you guys to do your best Mark Wahlberg impression, where he's just staring, you know, about what's going down around him, and I want you to just go deep in.
When they're on the couch at the drug dealer's
and
house.
Mark Wahlberg is just losing it in
So we'll
his
just
mind.
all look at our camera.
Look at your camera. You ready? Here we go. I'll play along with the charade. It doesn't seem to be a reason to change. You know it feels so dirty when they start talking cute. I want to tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. 'Cause she's watching them with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in her arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jessie's girl. I wish that I had Jessie's girl. Where can I find a woman like that?
You were so horrible. I couldn't even, I couldn't get in the scene.
Oh man. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I think I'm gonna get out.
I couldn't get in the movie.
I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Oh man, I gotta go. I'm getting out of here.